This is Dee with Divine L, and I know I spoke about my team talking to me using the AI, and I just wanted to give an example. Making big plans for the future, reevaluating and possible relocation. Evil in paradise. If it were not filmed, no one would believe it. And if you look at that beach, it looks like chaos and destruction, right? And then by this time next week, the undeparted. Anyway, they use sidebars. They use all kinds of things to talk to me. This is just one example. Look at the thumbnails for these two videos. By this time next week. I want to know, is it possible to change the program? You know what they say, everybody has a choice. Remember the song Stairway to Heaven, Led Zeppelin? There are two paths you can go down, but in the long run, you can always change the road you're on. It's interesting because a lot of people go by the Book of Ra. It's two paths, service to self or service to others. But one thing that's been taught to me thoroughly is maybe you can choose the center. Because in choosing yourself, you choose to live. That's the ego. That's what saves your butt. Service to others. That is the path where you have to make that big decision to be in service to others. Can we change destiny, this destiny, evil in paradise? If it were not filmed, no one would believe it by this time next week. Can we change it? Magician card. Manifest what we want. How do we go about that? We take action. The Knight of Swords card, the fastest knight, the knight in shining armor, the one that picks up the sword of destiny. That sword is about truth. Imagine the shock of our military men when they realize that many of them have died fighting for things that they didn't realize they were fighting for. Imagine their shock when they realize what happened in Kabul airport was planned and devised by their very own. And their allies. I feel like we have a responsibility to pick up that sword and run with it. The truth always comes to light. It always does. What will you do? Will you pick up the sword? Or are you going to cower in fear? Remember, fear. If you live in fear, you're not living at all. Don't forget that. Anyway, much more to come. Lots more.